Well, we are now 1 year out to the World Cup.
President Trump's sweeping new travel ban is now in effect. As of midnight, citizens from 12 countries.
We are totally aligned in our excitement, enthusiasm for the beautiful game and co-hosting in a signing friendship.
The backlash against the United States hosting of the 2026 World Cup is exploding into a full-blown crisis, and fans around the globe are calling for FIFA to shift matches to Canada and Mexico. What was once seen as a landmark event for North America has now spiraled into anger, protests, and petitions, with millions demanding change. The spark? A controversial $250 visa fee that has ignited outrage, slammed doors on international fans, and threatened the very spirit of the World Cup. As pressure mounts on FIFA and sponsors panic over empty stadiums, could Canada and Mexico become the true heroes of 2026? Before we dive deeper into this growing storm, don't forget to subscribe to the African Web for more updates on stories shaping Africa and the world. Now let's break down why this backlash is shaking FIFA to its core. At the heart of this crisis is the new U.S. visa integrity fee, a $250 charge stacked on top of existing visa costs, pushing total fees to nearly $472 for fans in dozens of countries. For many families, especially in nations where average incomes are low, this means paying over $1,000 just to secure visas before even buying tickets or flights. Critics are calling it nothing but a cash grab, pointing out that none of this money goes into improving the visa process. Instead, it creates an unnecessary financial barrier that locks out the very fans who make the World Cup truly global. In Nigeria alone, a petition opposing this fee gained over 500,000 signatures in just 2 days, and social media is flooded with videos of angry fans burning their visa applications in protest. The frustration is palpable. For millions of supporters, soccer is not just a sport, it's a lifeline, a rare chance to feel united with the world. But how can they experience it if they're priced out before even leaving their country? This is why many are openly declaring that if they can't afford to attend, they won't even bother watching on TV. This growing backlash is not only damaging America's image, but is putting FIFA under immense scrutiny. Do you think FIFA should intervene before it's too late? The visa fee is just the beginning. For fans from Africa, Asia, and Latin America, the obstacles pile up quickly. U.S. visa appointment delays have reached staggering levels, over 200 days in some key markets like Brazil and Argentina, leaving fans with little hope of attending. Add to that a U.S. travel ban still blocking entry for citizens of 12 countries, with strict restrictions on 7 more, and it becomes clear why international access is collapsing. This creates a deeply unfair system where fans from wealthier, visa-waiver nations in Europe face none of these hurdles, while the most passionate supporters from emerging soccer regions are left stranded. FIFA's vision of a global, inclusive World Cup is breaking apart in real time. What sense does it make to have Iran qualify for the tournament if their fans are barred at the border? Every day, social media fills with stories of fans selling their tickets, citing impossible visa wait times or costs that swallow an entire month's income. The dream of the World Cup, for many, is quickly turning into a nightmare. This is where FIFA faces a defining moment. The organization's own human rights charter is clear. Host nations must guarantee ticket holders equal access, with no discrimination or extra hurdles. Yet under current US policies, this promise is being openly violated. Legal experts warn that the US is edging dangerously close to breaching its hosting contract with FIFA, sparking a wave of internal emergency meetings. Behind closed doors, FIFA executives are reportedly weighing options that haven't been seen in decades. Could matches be moved mid-tournament if access issues worsen? Sponsors like Adidas, Coca-Cola, and Visa are reportedly applying pressure, reminding FIFA that packed stadiums are non-negotiable for their marketing deals. FIFA has intervened before. In 2014, they shifted matches in Brazil over construction delays. But this time, it's not about unfinished stadiums. It's about government policies actively preventing fans from entering. The financial implications are staggering. The U.S. Travel Association has slashed its forecast for 2025, projecting a $12.5 billion loss in visitor spending tied directly to declining international arrivals. That isn't just ticket sales, it's empty hotel rooms, deserted restaurants, cancelled flights, and unsold merchandise. Atlanta alone anticipated 500,000 visitors, If even 20% can't get in, that's a $700 million blow to one city's economy. Sponsors are already panicking. Companies like Adidas and Coca-Cola rely on packed stadiums for exposure. And if those seats are empty, they lose millions in ad value. Some sponsors are even preparing contingency plans, shifting budgets toward Canada and Mexico, where fan access is guaranteed. The ripple effect is brutal. U.S. cities that spent millions upgrading stadiums for this event could be left holding the bag as FIFA quietly moves games north. In contrast, Canada and Mexico are emerging as the safe havens FIFA desperately needs. Canada's immigration system offers visa-free entry to over 40 countries, including major soccer markets like Germany, the U.K., and Japan. Toronto's stadium is undergoing a $120 million expansion, while Vancouver's BC Place, complete with a retractable roof, is ready to host at a moment's notice. Mexico, with its history of hosting 2 prior World Cups, is equally prepared and offers even more open visa policies for Latin American fans. For FIFA, the math is simple. Full stadiums in Canada and Mexico or empty ones in the US already. Canadian officials are publicly signaling their readiness. Toronto's mayor is expediting permits, Vancouver is investing in logistics, and Mexico City is prepared to absorb overflow matches seamlessly. FIFA's own internal projections suggest that rerouting even 10 matches north could generate over $1.2 billion for Canada alone. The pressure is mounting and FIFA's options are narrowing fast. The clock is ticking toward October 2025, when the visa fee is set to take effect, and FIFA is running out of time to make a decision. Human Rights Watch has already sent formal warnings, while fan protests intensify daily. Sponsors, worried about empty seats and lost exposure, are applying unprecedented pressure on FIFA's leadership. This isn't just a hosting issue anymore, it's a crisis that threatens the reputation of the entire tournament. Canada and Mexico's readiness only sharpens the contrast. FIFA must decide: stick with the US and risk global embarrassment, or pivot north and salvage the World Cup's integrity. With every day that passes, Canada's message, "Our doors are open," resonates louder across boardrooms and social media alike. FIFA is facing a breaking point unlike anything it has dealt with before. The US restrictive visa policies, mounting fan outrage, and the looming economic fallout have all created the perfect storm. Meanwhile, Canada and Mexico stand ready to rescue the tournament with open borders and world-class stadiums. Will FIFA step in to ensure a truly global World Cup? Or will 2026 become a cautionary tale of how politics and poor planning destroy the world's biggest sporting event? What do you think? Should FIFA shift matches to Canada and Mexico to protect the tournament? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the African Web for more in-depth stories shaping the future of sports and global events.